Mr. Speaker, I am a witness who went to the office of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya to request for assistance during the drought season, to request for relief food for the people of Wajir West. But the utterances of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya was shocking, Mr. Speaker. He told me, Mr. Speaker, and I want to confirm to this House, that the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya told me you have more than your share. It was shocking. I was dejected, hopeless, and left the office in protest, Mr. Speaker. Who disrespected and discriminated against the people I represent in this House. Mr. Speaker, today, as we speak, it's a historic day. And for that reason, Mr. Speaker, for unity of this House, of the country.
Your time is up. Your time is up. Member for Tetu.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
You have 2
Mr.
minutes.
Speaker, from the onset, I rise to oppose this motion, to this special motion on removal from office by impeachment of the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Mr. Speaker, when a man is down, in the spirit of Ubuntu, it is not good to crush him. On Sunday, the Deputy President at the National Prayer Altar stood and apologized profusely to his boss, to fellow Kenyans, and indeed to all the members of this House. Mr. Speaker, I feel that our party, UDA, on which the Deputy President was elected, has internal disciplinary mechanisms which have not been exhausted so as to bring this matter to this House. I also feel that in the spirit of us finishing the agenda that we promised Kenyan, this matter can wait to 2027 so that we can focus on service delivery to our people. Mr. Speaker, I will personally request the members of this House to find it in their heart to forgive the Deputy President. And I will personally.
Mr. Speaker, you have had honorable member telling this House that in UDA they had not exhausted their disciplinary mechanism. Why did he then decide to sign on the motion? Why did he sign?
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. The matter of...
One day to finish up.
I did not finish.
Not exhausted. Go on, you have half a minute.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker, the matter of my signing, you talked about it, and the matter is rested. Wanjara can come to your office for further explanation. Mr. Speaker, I personally would like to volunteer to lead other leaders in this country, elders, bishops, to ensure that we sit down with the Deputy President so that if there are any issues that he needs to correct, if there are any issues that he needs to align, he can align so that himself can continue serving the people of this country. He has some good in himself, and that good needs to be preserved so that he can finish his work. So, Mr. Speaker, I rise to oppose. Thank you.
Umi. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to support the motion of impeachment because of many reasons. Mr. Speaker, as a young person and as a representative of the House for the Youth, I wonder how many young people of this country can walk into a bank and access a loan of 600 million shillings without any guarantees of any sort. Mr. Speaker, this is a representation of impunity. The Deputy President stood before the media yesterday as a national leader to defend his children. I respect that he stood to defend his children, but how many children of this country has he given a chance for them to access the same benefits? Myself included, I cannot access a loan of that amount of money. Mr. Speaker, this impeachment motion is not just an impeachment because of difference of ideology, but it will be a symbol of democracy for our country, that people who abuse their powers can go home, regardless of whatever position they hold. Mr. Speaker, I come from Garissa County. We lost residents from my county at an accident as they were accessing to cross a river because of the flood scandal. Mr. Speaker, out of the 10 billion shillings that he had under his pocket, he only gave us 48 million shillings and disappeared and never showed up again. Mr. Speaker, what can 48 million shillings do for people who are suffering? Mr. Speaker, he did not even step in Wajir and Mandera. This is a deputy president of the whole country. I support the impeachment. He must go home and create a room for other people to get that position. Maybe it's time for other regions to be deputies so that we can get the same benefits. Mr. Speaker, I can even do a good job myself. Mr. Speaker.
Your time is up, Jen Kagiri. If you read the Constitution, you'll know that you don't qualify to be a deputy president at your age. Jen Kagiri.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to contribute to this motion. Honorable Speaker, when I was elected in the year 2022, in the month of August, I was a very grateful person to God, and I knew my work was to serve the people of Laikipia County. A county that is cosmopolitan, that has Pokot, that has Turkanas, that has Maasais, that has Samburus, that has the Muslims, it has the Somalis, and all these people, inclusive of the Kikuyus, came together and gave me their votes. That is what comprises of Laikipia County. Honorable Speaker, the point at which I differed with His Excellency the Deputy President is when he started talking about Mlima. I realized Laikipia County is not Mlima after all, because Mlima, people have running water from taps. In Mlima, people have tarmac roads. In Mlima, people don't suffer human-wildlife conflicts. But in Laikipia County, we have all those challenges. So, Honorable Speaker, that was the first point where we differed. The second point, Your Honorable Speaker, is when there was the talk of 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote. In Laikipia County, we are among the counties that have the least population. When you talk of 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote, it means you're talking of reduction on resources for my people. That one I would not accept. Honorable Speaker, I remain a Kikuyu. But sadly, since our difference in opinion with His Excellency the Deputy President, I have been the poster girl of his intimidation, of his insults, of his blackmail, of his coercion, telling me that I should not engage the national government, that I should not follow up for resources for my people. Honorable Speaker, once in a while, a generation is called upon to stand for something. Today, I stand for an end to insult, a respect to the dignity of leaders, a respect to my people, Honorable Speaker.
Give her a minute. Give her, okay, wind up.
Honorable Speaker, in my conclusion, I must state, many people have called us traitors, have assumed money has been received for this action. But Honorable Speaker, I want to make it very clear. I need no money for the restoration of dignity in this house. I need no money for the restoration of respect to women in this house. I need no money for resources to reach my people of Laikipia County. Honorable Speaker, I submit and I support. Thank you.
Oundo.
Honorable Speaker, thank you for this opportunity. Honorable Speaker, my attention is drawn to Article 125 of the Constitution. And Article 125 of the Constitution, to the effect that any matter before that the Parliament has got the same powers as High Court. Out of that, Honorable Speaker, then I'm left to look at the evidence presented by my good friend Honorable Mutuse and wonder, does it really meet the threshold of any form of evidence as required at the High Court? Honorable Speaker, I have looked at the various options or breaches that constitute impeachment: gross violation, crime, gross misconduct, and so many other things, Honorable Speaker. I'm at pain, Honorable Speaker, going through this to find anything that has been proved beyond reasonable doubt to move this House, Honorable Speaker, to take such a drastic action. Considering, Honorable Speaker, these are people elected under Article 148, and the framers of the new Constitution, Honorable Speaker, deliberately inserted Article 148 to avoid the kind of abuse that had been there in the past. Honorable Speaker, if we get to this level, Honorable Speaker, if we get to this level, everybody will be left wondering, what is the role of Parliament in protecting the Constitution? Honorable Speaker, and I want to rephrase Luke 23, verse 4. I find no case